Hi everybody, I hope you're fine. So today I just want to share with you a little bit with what is the meaning of Buddha and Buddhism. Because now many people know about Buddha, everybody knows the word Buddha and Buddhism, but what actually is? So actually when we hear the word Buddha, we think about a person, but actually this is not actually a person. The one we know as the Buddha was named Siddhartha. So Siddhartha was born more than 2,500 years before in what is actually Nepal, but at this time, he lived his whole life in India. So Siddhartha was a prince, and he just found that true and pure happiness is not found externally in material and fame and all these things and money and wealth. So he decided to live a very simple life in the forest for meditation. And after attaining enlightenment and finding answers to all his questions and finding pure ultimate nature of reality, so attained enlightenment, and we call at this time Buddha. So actually Buddha is Sanskrit language. In Tibetan they translate in Sangye. So Sang means like purification of all negative emotions up to the root and all defilements. And Ge means complete development of all inner qualities, like wisdom, compassion, and love. So this is the meaning of Sangye, which means actually in Buddhist philosophy we say all sentient beings possess the Buddha nature actually. So we are not Buddha right now, but we have the potential, the seed, to become eventually Buddha. So all the Buddhist teachings, there's so many words of the Buddha. Usually in the Tibetan monastery, they translated all the words of the Buddha from the Sanskrit to the Tibetan more than, like many centuries ago. So there are more than 100 volumes of Buddha's words and more than 200 volumes of commentaries by the great Indian masters that lived after the Buddha. So actually, if we would like to learn all the scriptures, it's too long, it's just too much. But we say that all the Buddha's words can be, condensed in three principal things. So we say that there's one goal, one objective, that is the happiness, and there's two means to attain this happiness, that is method, or what we call generally also more easily understandable, compassion and wisdom. So this is the main teachings of the Buddha. And actually Buddha's teachings are really, we call more a philosophy, because Buddha, he asked his students by saying, you should not follow me through faith and respect, but after having analyzed and verified my words, as you would with gold before buying it, by cutting, rubbing, polishing it, and burning it, even to be sure it's pure gold. So in the same way, we should never accept the Buddha's words. He said also, we are our own guide, our own protector, our own best friend, and we are at the same time also our own worst enemy. So this means if we don't know our mind, if we don't know how we can develop negative thoughts and emotions, we become our worst enemy. If we know how to manage these emotions and to cultivate the causes of happiness, we become our best friend and protector. So this is what is the Buddha's teachings about. Buddha, he asked also, you should not follow the person, you should follow the teachings. You should follow not the words, but their meanings. You should not follow the interpretable meaning, but the definitive meaning. And you should not follow your sensorial consciousness, because sensorial consciousness makes us makes a lot of mistakes, but you should follow your deep awareness, deep wisdom. So we should follow this way Buddha's teachings, but not accept them through faith and just blind faith. So when we speak about compassion and wisdom, compassion means non-violent attitude. So it means, first of all, being non-violent with ourselves. This is so much important. Nowadays people, they get so much negative with themselves. For example, having harsh words from themselves or even hurting themselves. and also having compassion for, also non-violent attitude for all beings. For example, most importantly, our family, friends, relatives, and also at the same time, people around us, like people living around us, and friends like neighbors, and also people at work, and more universal compassion, for all beings. And other part is wisdom. Wisdom means developing a profound and deep understanding of reality, not accepting things as we see them firsthand, but after real carefully analyzing them, so we can override our negative emotions, because we say all negative emotions are rooted in ignorance. Ignorance is a wrong understanding of reality. So for example, anger, jealousy, hatred, fear, all this happens because of our delusions. So more we understand the mind, more we understand our emotions, more we will be able to cultivate the causes of happiness. So this is just briefly explain just what is Buddha's meaning and Buddhist philosophy teaching. So anybody can practice that. Anybody can be interested in that. You are not also forced to practice that. Only it's personal choice, individual choice. So anyway, I wish you happiness and good health. This is most important. Everybody looks like for that. Even animals, even small insects also look for happiness. So I wish for all beings, or for all of you, happiness also. Janju semcho rinpoche ma ke panam ke gyu che ke pa nyam pa me pa ya kone kontu pe wa sho